It's week 2 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' field-stretching tight end. He's coming off a 109-yard game last week. It's the Raiders and the Patriots under the lights on Thursday night.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here we go, get set.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jones. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll make it 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 over.
And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he was certainly solid, maybe a little bit more last week in his NFL debut. Threw a couple of touchdown passes and earned his first victory. Now, we all know it's not going to be easy from here, but at least now he's seeing what it takes to win at this level.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 10. Adams, the man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Hall. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Hall. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Powers by at the 40. And the Patriots are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now a man who played at Centennial High here in Las Vegas, Ramondre Stevenson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 10 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and it slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Hall. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3rd and 19. Here's Hall. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We're scoreless after one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That one complete to Parker. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's Jones, looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Straight ahead, Gibson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. He's going to keep this again. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Hall. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots ready to get the football back. Losers in the seat. Welcome back to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Currently, the Patriots in control of the football as we resume action in quarter number 2. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Stevenson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Holding offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll start out here with the option left. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
2nd and 9. Hall to throw it.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing here is Hall.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Hall.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Antonio Gibson,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Jones' throw here taken in by Parker.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Here's Antonio Gibson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnover.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
A nice little juke, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And how about the burst here to begin the drive? Another big gain on the ground. This one good for 17 more.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Give him 18 on the play. Now Jones throwing on 1st down.
He'll get this underneath to Stevenson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Now Jones going to change it up here. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll run with Gibson.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And they were in the hurry-up, maybe got going a little too fast.
And sometimes that's the danger of going to that type of a system, is that you don't take care of things as well as you would in normal situations. You get going so fast, you speed up, and you don't take care of the ball. And we just saw one hit the ground.
Absolutely, we saw what can happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
A quick pass out to Juju. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raiders offense ready to go.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Striker, 3-3.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Hall.
And this is Shepard on the catch. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready?
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Hall.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New England's offense set to go.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The drive will start with an option going left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's getting a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing Jones.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
21.
On 2nd and goal. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster
laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
Has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling from 6 yards away.
And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raiders now set to get the football back.
And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Raiders, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.